What's up everybody? In today's video we are gonna do a tour at Île-Bonaventure here in Percé in Gaspésie. This island is a very famous island for the presence of the Northern Gannet. It's a specific bird from here, not from here but from this region, and here in this island specifically it is the highest population on earth. It's more than 100,000 individuals of this bird. So we are just on the side of the Rocher Percé, which is one of the most famous places here in Gaspésie, and right there is the island Bonaventure, where we are going right now. So right now we're just rounding the Rocher Percé before going to the island, and the captain was explaining a little bit about the formation, the rock formation, and some histories about the species that lives in there and the erosion that happens in the rock. It is incredibly stunning to see from this close. We are now approaching Bonaventure Island, and we can already see a lot of birds flying in here. I don't know if it's in this side or in the other side of the island that they concentrate, but we have 4 options of trails to walk around the island, and we are choose one of them to see what is the best one to have good landscapes and to see the birds for sure. This is more the north shore of the island, and it's incredible to see that in all over the rocks, all over the wall, there are birds nesting and just staying there. You cannot see from the GoPro, but if I zoom in, it is possible. They are everywhere, and it's so beautiful. It's very dramatic the way the rocks are, and there are some coves like this one here, and there's even seals here, gray seals. We didn't see any, but the captain just said that they live in here as well, and all the different colors in the rocks as well. The forest on the top, such a wild landscape.
Environ 54,000 couples de foot bassin en Île-Bonaventure. And again, it is a white bird with the point of wings or black and head and neck as yellow.
We're just finishing the round around the island. You can see the mainland right there. So I didn't know that before stopping in the island we would do a round, and what an amazing place. It's just wild, the amount of birds, the amount of species, the fish like jumping from the water, the seals everywhere. It's so wild, and the forest on the top makes it even more dramatic. And now we are just going to the south shore of the island, where we are probably going to stop and go on the island itself. So we have just arrived in the island. The whole island is a national park here in Quebec, or provincial park here in Quebec. It's from CEPAC, and there's a little informational center there, boutique, and we're gonna do the Les Mousses hike. Basically there are 4 trails in the island. We're gonna do one to go to the other side and another one to come from the other side. So basically we're gonna round the island. We're not gonna go through the 2 in the center of the island. We're just gonna go around in the island because it's the best option according to the guide, or to the guy that works here in the island. So let's see what are the sightseeing of this already beautiful place. It's a wild place, so there are some wild animals here. Let's see if we spot something. So here one of the trails is Les Colonies, which goes crossing the island, and this is the one that we're gonna do, Les Mousses. 3.5 kilometers until the other side, and then we're gonna come back from the Chemin du Roi, or King's Way, and we have some beautiful houses in there. The captain of the boat just explained us that they are abandoned, like nobody lives there since the 70s, but they are there, so we can just take a look on them. We have just passed halfway the first trail, 1.5 kilometers, and the beginning of the trail was just an easy walk into the woods, and now we are in a more open space. We can see the water, we can even see some of the birds already there, and sun on the head. But it's a pretty good walk, I would say. Kind of easy, not very steep, easy. At this place, this is a cliff right into the water. The captain said that the water here, it is like about 30 meters depth, so there's no beaches in here, you know. The rocks, the cliffs goes into the water, and I have a nice view from here. Let's take a look. Let's be honest, this blue water reminds us Brazil. Yeah. But of course, I mean, it is so beautiful here. The cliffs, all the birds, it's insane the amount of birds that we can see. We didn't even see the biggest pack of them, but it's like the view from down there from the boat is insane. The view from here is also insane, and especially here where there's this cove. It's kind of a cove, like there's so many in there. It's beautiful. We have just arrived in the most insane place of the island, in my opinion, until now. I don't know. The amount of birds in here, it is insane. And they are like kind of singing, like vocalizing. And it's so many. Look at this. There are so many. It is just crazy, insane to see this amount of birds in here. And they're like, some of them they wanna fight like this, you know, like bringing stuff. Oh my goodness. And right here on the top of the cliff, with this massive population of the Northern Gannets, there's a cabin, there's some picnic tables, there's some structure as usual from the setback parks. We have some informational panels in here about the comportment, the behavior of those birds. So very informative, very nice. We are gonna continue our way to the other side of the island, like rounding the island, as I said, and we're gonna go from this point by the Le Chemin du Roi, which is another hiking about 5 kilometers, 1.5 hours. And this part of the hike, this trail, I think it goes by the sea, by the water all the time, so we expect to see some nice views. But it's, well, super nice place. I love it. Love to see all those individuals with all this massive quantity of wildlife. Nice. And there's way more on the way. So many. Well, I don't know when. I think that the captain said that April and May, it is the hatching period of the year. So I think that maybe now it's June. It's not the peak quantity of the birds, but even though it's not the peak, It is incredible. Wow. We are arriving in the other side of the island, and we are starting to see some of the houses of the islanders that used to live in here. I think the last one that lived in here was in 1971, and there are some houses separated, and there is some information in there about their way of life here in the island. So it was mostly a subsistence way of life. They raised animals and they planted stuff for their own consumption. And well, most of them, they were Catholic because they were originally from Ireland and France, but there were some Anglicans as well. It is possible to visit the houses. It is not possible to go in, but we can see some of the stuff inside the house. There's a table right there. Pretty interesting, right? Some more information here about the geology and the plants that we have here in the island. There's a rock there with 6 seals, gray seals. They're just laying on the rock. There's even a cemetery here on the island, and there's this list of all the people that are buried in here. The fact that there is a lot of children, it caught my attention. A lot of children that died before reaching like 10 years. They were buried in here, and the oldest one has died in 1801, so more than 220 years ago. We are back to Percé, and now we're gonna find somewhere to eat, and then we're gonna go to our camping for tonight. We are gonna camp in the car, so we have to arrive there and prepare everything. But before going to the camping, we're just gonna have dinner because we didn't eat anything all day long. So we just had dinner and took an ice cream to have it here, but it's too cold, so we are now saying goodbye to the Rocher Percé, and we're gonna go to the car and go to the camping of tonight, about 2 hours driving from here. Alright, so we just arrived at the camping for tonight, and just right here we are kind of on the top of a cliff, and there's the water down there. This is the camping, pretty basic camping, and we are setting up our car to zip this night. And well, we're gonna do some fire as well, just to keep warm a little bit, and I'm gonna show you our setup for tonight. We spent some time by the fire and now we are all set up to sleep in our camping car.
So cozy.
Yes, it's cozy indeed. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please leave it a like and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see each other in the next one. Bye.